Какво става, хора? Аз съм Дидо и това е следващият епизод. Това е, сега започвам втори епизод. Децата на Аркъм. Нека започваме. Много време зарежда, бе. Айде. Миналия епизод на Batman the Telltale series.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Christ almighty! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Да, тук как всичко се оправя както ние играем. Така глупости. Хеликоптерче. Тук са били убити родители.
Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us.
But you should see this.
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce.
More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
This isn't going away.
It's all so public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family too. Don't forget that. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimize the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
You knew all that, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Да.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked. I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Но той бе убит в затвора. Убийца на баща ми. На родителите всъщност.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave, just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Тъжно е.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Аз се радвам, че убиеца е бил убит в затвор. Това си е карма всъщност.
Stay back!
Take whatever you want! Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this.
No, Falcone. He was making a mistake.
О, главата. Съм майка. Искал и нас да убие. Ама е бил убит в затвора, тъй че всичко ще се случи.
Wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Готъм Сити. Това е тази черта, бе. Оправи.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you. This could land us both in hot water.
Okay.
I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
You owe me, Harvey, and now I need your help.
Those are donations, not loans. You're not entitled to a pound of flesh.
Hell, I'll settle for a handshake and a blind eye.
The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh. Well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Дето искаше да убие Батман, да ме.
He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell
Харесал
Batman
Брус
wanted
Уейн.
to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Епизод 2. Децата на Аркъм.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Alright.
For 40 years, I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. A gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, to tell the truth. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
What?
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Какво? Какво стана? Та що застреля Фалкони, what the fuck?
We are in deep shit.
О, верно.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close. We were this close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. and now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Има някакви вени, тя нещо не е добре.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
The fuck?
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood.
Инжектиране? Нещо се инжектира?
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Революция.
Cobblepot said something similar.
Онзи ост нещо е намесен.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
Someone used her as a weapon, Harvey. They drugged her and sent her after Falcone.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for life. a day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
Много е кеф това Ферари, което се превръща в Батмобил.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Falcone had it coming. You cause as much pain as he did, eventually it comes back on you.
We should all be mindful of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Тук все пак ще въртим. Да. Някъде тук.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message.
Да, пак.
Bring me her head! There you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Доста време зарежда. Ще е мутри. Видяхте ли изоб?
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Трябва да го свалим.
You lot,
без съзнание.
come check out this office. Where is it? I don't know! Please! Names, mate. You can help me.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time you kill a crime boss. You'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. But don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out,
той
mate.
бил клиента
I'd
на...
stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal
Той
with.
бил клиента на...
What's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Се разкарай, бе. Изрод. О, то като шибно.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Тока ми изпрати, бе. И се завърна. Не, той що си тръгна? Това не е яко, бе.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Batman! Това сме ние. Нещо не ме харесах. Окей, хора, мисля това да е за този епизод. И... какво да кажа? Чао, приятели.